Jim Rohn taught that life is simple, but it is not easy. One of the simplest and most profound philosophies he ever shared is this: do the best you can. Not perfect, not flawless, not someone else's best, but your own best. Every day, in every circumstance, with whatever you have. He reminded people that life does not demand perfection. It demands effort. And when you give your best effort consistently, something extraordinary happens. Your results may not appear overnight, but inside you change. You become stronger, more disciplined, and more confident. Your best today may not be the same as your best tomorrow, and that is perfectly fine. Growth is a process, not a single event. As you learn, practice, and endure challenges, your best expands. Jim often said that most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they refuse to give their best. They settle for less, and their lives reflect that choice. But those who give their all, no matter the circumstances, build character, opportunity, and success. Lesson 1. Effort over perfection. Jim Rohn taught that the first reason many people never succeed is that they wait for perfect conditions. They wait until they feel ready, until they have more money, more skills, or more confidence. He said, if you wait for all the lights to turn green before leaving home, you'll never get started on your journey. Doing your best is not about waiting for perfection. It is about stepping into the opportunity with what you have, where you are. Jim used the example of a farmer. A farmer does not wait for the perfect soil or flawless weather. He plants the seeds in the season given to him. The soil may not be perfect. The weather may not cooperate every day. But if he does his best with the conditions he has, the harvest will come. Similarly, in life, if you give your best today, even in less than ideal conditions, tomorrow will be better. Growth is built one effort at a time. Jim often said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. Giving your best daily is a discipline, and discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. He also warned against doing the bare minimum. The few who do are the envy of the many who only watch. Lesson 2. The power of consistency and discipline. Jim Rohn taught that success is not about heroic bursts of effort. It is about consistent effort over time. Doing your best once or twice is not enough. The real rewards come from doing your best daily, even when no one is watching, and even when you do not feel like it. He said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And discipline simply means doing your best consistently, not just when you are motivated. Life works like the seasons. You cannot plant seeds in spring, water them once, and expect a harvest in fall. You must care for the crop daily. You must weed, water, and protect it. The harvest comes from consistent attention, not one heroic act. Jim taught that habits shape destiny. Each day you give your best, you are laying another brick in the foundation of your future. Every small action compounds. Reading for 30 minutes a day, exercising a little each morning, saving a small portion of your income. Over time, these small, consistent acts multiply into massive results. He often said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. Consistency is powerful because it creates momentum. When you show up daily, even without immediate results, the world begins to reward effort over excuses. Lesson 3. Don't compare your best to someone else's. Jim Rohn taught that comparison is one of the greatest thieves of happiness and progress. He said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Many people stop trying because they see others who appear more talented, wealthier, or more successful. They think, I'll never measure up. But Jim reminded us that your only competitor is yourself, the person you were yesterday. Imagine two runners. One is fast, the other is slow. The slow runner may never beat the fast one, but if he runs faster today than he did yesterday, he is winning his own race. Comparison kills progress because it distracts you from giving your best. Focus on your own journey. Give your best effort in your circumstances, with your skills, and with the resources you have. Over time, you will be amazed at how far you've come. Jim often said that the few who excel in life are those who spend their time improving themselves, not envying others. Lesson 4. Failure as a teacher. Jim Rohn taught that even when you give your best, you may fail. And that is not a problem. It is part of growth. Failure is a teacher. Every setback carries a lesson. Every defeat sharpens your skills. Every disappointment strengthens your character. He said a failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Consider Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of filaments before discovering the right one for the light bulb. When asked about his failures, Edison said, "I didn't fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 ways that didn't work." That mindset embodies what Jim Rohn taught: persistence, learning, and resilience. Failure teaches lessons that no book or seminar can. It teaches patience, problem-solving, humility, and perseverance. Doing your best includes failing, learning, and trying again. Jim reminded people, the only real failure is not giving your best effort or not trying at all. Lesson 5. The reward of self-respect. Jim Rohn taught that the greatest reward of doing your best is self-respect. Money, accolades, and recognition are external. True fulfillment comes from knowing that you gave it your all. He said, "The greatest value in life is not what you get. The greatest value is what you become." When you do your best, you walk taller. You carry confidence, pride, and integrity. Even if the world does not notice, you know you gave everything you had. That self-respect fuels further effort and growth. It is the foundation for a successful and happy life because it builds character, resilience, and an inner compass that guides every decision. Jim Rohn taught that life rewards effort. If you give little, you get little. If you give average, you get average. If you give your best, life responds in ways beyond imagination. Too many drift through life, giving half effort, hoping for luck, or waiting for someone to rescue them. Life doesn't work that way. The call is simple. Do the best you can, not once, not occasionally, but every day in every circumstance. He said, do the best you can. And if that's not enough, do the best you can better. When you give your best today, you set the foundation for tomorrow. And when your best gets better, your life transforms. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about effort, persistence, integrity, discipline, and the unshakable belief that your best is always enough, today and even more tomorrow.